Hey guys, it's finally September, which means that fall is upon us. And today I'm going to be sharing 4 fragrances from my collection that are absolutely amazing for fall. And if you get these ones or if you have them in your collection, just know that you'll be smelling good. So the first one that I want to start off with is a fragrance that is amazing for this transition period between the more warmer months to the cooler months. And the first one I'm going to be talking about is YSL Myself. I'm sure most of us have heard of this one already, but it's absolutely phenomenal for fall time. Why? Because it has white floral notes in here, which makes it great for summer, and a lot of people wear it in the summer. But it also has a nice fresh and spicy aspect to it. Fresh and spicy. So it keeps you smelling clean, keeps you smelling fresh, but there's a spiciness in there that gives it a little bit more depth and just makes it amazing for fall. Not to mention that the performance is amazing on this. Utility wise, like in terms of occasions when to wear it, you can pretty much pull it off in any scenario. It's one of those dumb reach fragrances, but it's better than others just because of that spicy aspect to it. Typically, coming from the summer, my go-to dumb reach was Dior Homme because it's just phenomenal, but it kind of misses that depth that I'm looking for now heading into fall. Still smells amazing, but it's not spicy to me in any way, and that's why I think this one is an amazing fragrance specifically for fall. Of course, you can wear this all the time, but in fall, this just performs really well, and I think it's the best season to wear it. So this is my number 1 recommendation, or not my number 1, my first recommendation of the 4 that you have to try if you haven't tried it yet. It's amazing. The second fragrance I'm going to talk about is a fragrance from the house of Givenchy, a fragrance that isn't talked about too much. I feel like it goes under the radar, but it's phenomenal, especially for the fall time. And compared to the last one, now we're getting into the darker scents a little bit. They're a little bit deeper in their scent profile. And this one is Givenchy Society. A great fragrance, especially for the nighttime, because again, it is a little bit darker. If we check the notes, the main accords are woody, vanilla, warm, spicy. Again, perfect for the fall time. And one of the main base notes are vanilla, which just makes anything suitable for the cooler weather. Again, especially for nighttime. In my personal opinion, it smells smooth, refined, and subtly warm. So as the cooler weather starts coming in, this is a great one to wear. The only problem I have with it is that the performance is not great. So this definitely sits closer to the skin, doesn't project as long, and also doesn't last as long. But in general, as a scent profile, I love it. If you are looking to get this one, I would also recommend looking at Society Ombre. That's a new one that came out, I'm pretty sure in either 2024 or 2025. Came out recently, smells really good. The only thing is that one, I think it has like tobacco notes in it. It's more suitable for winter personally. That one's like even a step up from this. So that one's for winter, but if you're looking at this line, I would definitely recommend trying that out just so you don't end up going with the wrong one in case you do prefer the other one. But for fall, this is amazing, especially for nighttime. Even daytime, if you let it dry down, the opening can be a little bit harsh, but if you let it dry down, it dries down to an amazing woody scent, and it's also like warm spices. So this is the second one I would recommend trying out for fall. There's 2 more fragrances I want to touch on. The next one is going to be a pretty popular clone. It's not a clone in and of itself. It's definitely from a clone house. Some people would say that it's inspired by a different fragrance because it's not a one-to-one. It's taking inspiration from a really popular niche fragrance and it's turning it into something of its own. Like it has its own character, it has like its own relatively unique scent profile. And the third one that I'm talking about here is Lattafa Kamra, a fragrance that It's quite popular. It was really popular about like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. Blew up everywhere. And rightfully so. And still to this day, it's an amazing fragrance. It's boozy. So again, it works a little bit better in the nighttime. Definitely not something that you'd want to spray on first thing in the morning, but it's got nice warm spices. The vanilla is definitely stronger in here compared to the other two fragrances or the previous one. A lot more warmer, a lot more friendly, I would say, than Givenchy Society. That one is really sophisticated. Like you smell it and you think of a distinguished gentleman. But this one's a little bit more friendly. Something that you can wear more often. Again, I'm saying nighttime, but you can pull this off during the day as well, especially in the dry down. It dries down to like a beautiful, almost gourmet kind of scent. A lot of people compare it to a fresh apple pie, which I can definitely get that. It's just an amazing scent, and especially for the money, you can't go wrong for this. With this, I think I spent around 40 to 50 bucks. You get 100 milliliters, you get a beautiful bottle, and I also have the packaging right here. This is absolutely phenomenal for 40 bucks. Like, this is putting all the other fragrance companies to shame, and it really goes to show you how much you can do within a certain budget, right? Like we see, especially the new release from Chanel, L'Exclusive, Le Chanel L'Exclusive. That one's going for 330 Canadian dollars for 100 milliliters. Is it worth that much? I don't know. Production costs, maybe they gotta pay the perfumer or something, but you know, to actually produce these, once you already have the DNA that you want, it does not cost that much. If Lattafa Camara, obviously this won't be to the quality of certain designers, but to me, it still smells good. It smells presentable. And for 99% of the people out there, they won't be able to tell whether you're wearing a niche or a clone. Like, it smells good. It's not, you know, it's not like super cheap material. But anyways, yes, this is the third one. Amazing scent. This is something I'm going to be wearing a lot more of. I know I compare this with Stronger With You Intensely quite often. That one's more winter. This one I feel like works way better for the fall. And the bottle design is just amazing. For $40, I still can't get over it. It's a great purchase and something that you guys should look into for the fall. And now the final one, I saved this one for the end because I tried to start with fragrances that are good for the transition into fall, and then this one's gonna be for like the cooler parts of fall, near the end heading into winter. It's a fragrance I picked up quite a while ago, but I absolutely love it. It's another from Givenchy. This one is Gentleman Reserve Privé. This one, there's I get this caramel vibe from it. Again, it's kind of like the other ones. It's still warm. This one is not as spicy. I'd say mainly you get iris in this. So if you love iris fragrances, you're gonna love this one. Iris, woody, and again, it's another boozy fragrance similar to Lattafa Camara. If you're a fan of boozy fragrances, you're absolutely gonna love this. This takes Lattafa Camara and takes it one step further. One of the key notes in this one, obviously there's iris in this because it's a Givenchy Gentleman. Most of those fragrances have some kind of iris in there. Obviously there's whiskey, a whiskey note in here, but the thing that really sets it apart is the amber. The amber rounds off this fragrance really well. It makes it almost gourmet. Like, I get a caramel, like toffee kind of vibe from it, which I absolutely love. Caramel toffee, a little bit boozy, and just in general, very warm fragrance. But what makes this one unique, similar to YSL myself, is that the notes in here are amazing for fall. In the top note, you have bergamot, which opens it up a little bit fresh. So this is one of those fragrances that you could literally wear it throughout the entire day. You start off in the day, it smells a little bit fresh, and then as the day develops, this one turns into an amazing fall, warm, spicy scent. Again, it's also boozy too. So if you have to like boozy fragrances to like this one. This one's really strong on the boozy note. But this one is phenomenal in terms of projection, longevity. You don't really have to worry about anything on that regard. Some people say they get a little bit of a nutty vibe from it. I can understand as well. And the nice one about this is that if you pick it up for fall, you could easily wear this into winter. The opening is a little bit fresh, but the opening doesn't last that long. Maybe a few minutes to like 10-15 minutes maximum. Again, it depends on your skin chemistry with it, but this is one of those fragrances that can take you from fall into winter. So these are the fall fragrances that I recommend that you try out if you haven't smelt them already. A lot of these you can get at designer stores. They're relatively accessible. Lattafa Camara is the one that will be a little bit harder to get your nose on if you don't have any like Arab dupe stores near you. But honestly, for 30 to 50 bucks, it's a relatively safe blind buy. Again, no blind buys are completely safe, but for the money you're paying, it's phenomenal. It's also a pretty unisex fragrance. So worst case, you don't like it, you could, you know, give it to a sister or your mom or something. But yes, these are the top 4 fragrances for me for fall specifically. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys are wearing this fall. If there's any new releases that you're wearing that you're checking out and that you recommend that I try, I will try to get my nose on them. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.